The Apple Watch. Everyone knows what the Apple Watch is. It's the most popular wearable you can buy after all. It's a fitness tracker, a health coach, a medical device, and a way of disconnecting and simultaneously staying connected all the time. But to me, this little device is so much more. Hey everybody, it's Joseph from Screenbite, and today we're going to be talking about the Apple Watch and how it's responsible for changing my life. So before we dig into that statement, we first need to take a step back. For those who don't know me, I'm a bit of a techie, which means I eat, sleep, and breathe technology. My friends jokingly like to call me the ultimate consumer because I just buy so much stuff. I like to live life on the cutting edge, and I'm usually either an early adopter or I'm always buying into the most recent tech trends. And I'm telling you this because the Apple Watch is actually one of the only things that I didn't immediately buy into when the Series 0 came out. It's not that I didn't want one or that I didn't think it was cool. The fact remains is that the Apple Watch is made by Apple, and that has strings tied to it. You see, if you use an Apple Watch, that means you have to use an Apple iPhone, which locks you into one phone, one ecosystem. And as a techie, the mere thought of that will send you running for the hills. Now, while I swing both ways when it comes to Android and iOS, I like to choose whatever phone I want to use whenever I want to use it, which is why I skipped out on the Series 0 through 2. All of that changed though around the end of 2017. Screenbite was alive and kicking. I had just switched from the LG V30 to the iPhone 10 because, well, the iPhone 10 was the cutting edge for me at the time. And seemingly unrelated, I was waist deep in my weight loss journey. Speaking of waists, I've talked about this a few times on the channel, and I'll leave the videos in the iCard up above for you, but I used to be a pretty heavy dude. At my heaviest, I think I weighed 285 pounds, which is absolutely crazy to me because my entire childhood, I was a super skinny kid. We're talking 4'9", 100 pounds my high school year levels of skinny. Since I was very much team iPhone at the time, which another thing you should know about me is that when I switch ecosystems, I switch ecosystems. Like I go all in on the first party apps and whatever products are on offer. My wife ended up getting me a 42mm space gray Series 3 Apple Watch for Christmas, and I immediately fell in love with it. And that's pretty par for the course for me at this point because I tend to live my consumer life in honeymoon phases. When I get a new product and I really like it, it becomes the end-all be-all for me. Nothing else can compare to it, at least until the next shiny product comes out. But that all changed with the Apple Watch. Something was different. Early 2018 rolled around and the Galaxy S9 came out, and I didn't immediately switch back to Android. Same thing happened with the Note 8 and a plethora of other Android phones that came out that year. September rolled around and here I was with my iPhone 10 and my Series 3 Apple Watch. Now that's not to say I didn't immediately go out and buy a Series 4 Apple Watch and the XS Max, but that's besides the point. The fact remains, I wasn't switching ecosystems anymore. And why was that? The Apple Watch. I'm gonna go on record and say that the Apple Watch is the primary reason I've been able to keep the weight off for the last 2 years. I know this is the case because I switched back to Android in early 2019 with the Galaxy S10, and the weight slowly started to creep back on. With the Apple Watch, I think Apple either premeditatedly or unintentionally came up with a winning formula for living a healthier lifestyle. They made health fun. Activity rings, streaks, trends, friend challenges, freaking achievement hunting, and data. So much data. These things individually can be found in a host of other smart wearables and apps, but with the Apple Watch, it's brought together in one sleek and elegant package. I can't tell you the number of times my stand reminder has gone off, and I've used that reminder to get off my butt and go refill my water bottle, just so I could move one tick closer to closing my stand goal for the day. Or even more profound, getting a notification that my friend, who is also on their own fitness journey, has done a workout while I've been sitting on the couch eating Takis all day, actually motivates me to push myself even harder. And I couldn't do any of this if I didn't have my Apple Watch. Something that exists slightly outside the Apple Watch, but at its core really couldn't exist without it, is Apple Health Kit. And this is something that's become a staple of my everyday life, even more this year. There's just this seamless integration between first-party and third-party applications that just doesn't exist in other ecosystems. I'll give you an example. Almost as important as my Apple Watch and my fitness journey has been my Withings Body Plus scale. I use the data from that to track my body composition every single day, and that data syncs directly with Apple Health. And because of the deep third-party integration, that data now also shows up in my other fitness apps like MyFitnessPal and Strong. And that's just one less step that I have to do to manually enter all that information, which, let's be honest, I'm way too lazy to do. Speaking of Strong, I like to use that app to track my strength training routines, which I can do directly on the watch. And when the exercise is done, that data gets uploaded to HealthKit, which means it updates the calories in MyFitnessPal, and it puts progress towards my activity and move rings. On top of that, this year I got diagnosed with stage 2 Hodgkin's lymphoma, and I've been spending way too much time at the hospital. But guess what? My hospital syncs data with Apple Health, which means now I have access to all my hospital records and my data right in the Apple Health app. HealthKit is this beautiful system that takes the tediousness out of tracking your health metrics, and I can use my watch and my phone however I want. I'm not locked into using my watch's health app or health features. And because I have access to all this choice, which is funny for iOS, it actually makes keeping track of my health and improving my health fun. Because of my watch, I've discovered new things about myself too. For example, I'm an absolute data nerd. I just love capturing and analyzing it. And that can be something as simple as poring over my past exercises to see how much calories I've burned and figuring out ways to make my workouts more efficient or better, all the way up to downloading things like AutoSleep and HeartWatch to monitor my heart health to see how it's improving as I exercise more, or how being super stressed during the day or staying up too late might affect my sleep patterns. And this stuff transcends my hobbies too. Because of this realization, I've now started down an actually exciting path at work where I'm looking into data analysis and software engineering. So why am I making this video and why am I telling you all of this? Well, very recently I found myself itching to switch things up again. With new technologies on the horizon like the Surface Duo or the Galaxy Z Flip, now more than ever I'm finding myself wanting to go back to the other side. It's even gotten to the point to where just yesterday I both purchased and then 4 hours later returned the Galaxy Watch 3. But that's a story for another video. I did this because I'm trying to find an Apple Watch alternative so that I could confidently make the switch back to Android if I wanted to. And therein lies the problem. Throughout my research, I constantly found myself making little compromises. Well, do I really need this feature? Well, this watch does this, which is similar. If I download Google Fit and then I sync my workout history, then app 1, 2, and 3 will sort of give me the experience of Apple Health and Apple Activity. To me at least, the reason why the Apple Watch is such a runaway success is not because it's made by Apple. Well, actually it is. Because the Apple Watch and the iPhone are made by the same company, there's just this really deep, well thought out seamless integration between both products. And because it is one product and not multiple products with a ton of different features across multiple manufacturers, developers are more likely to develop for it and take advantage of all the features that it has on offer for them. And because of that, the Apple Watch just has this user experience that I feel can't be touched by any other ecosystem. At least not anytime soon. So, thank you, my little Apple Watch. You really have changed my life. But that's gonna go ahead and do it for this video, guys. So thank you once again for watching. As always, if you liked it, make sure to show it by hitting that like button down below. It really helps me out. As well as if you have any questions about what I talked about today, feel free to ask it in the comment section or reach out to me on Twitter. And if you like the content and you want to stick around, feel free to subscribe. But until next time, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.